Good afternoon and welcome back to Airports Live TV. Apologies, good evening and welcome back to Airports Live TV with me, Adam James. We are live from Runway 10R here at Dublin International. What a beautiful evening it has turned out to be. Was a slight change in plan. It was supposed to be a lunchtime stream today, but I spotted a break in the weather for this evening. I thought, let's do an evening stream. We've got quite a bit to talk about during tonight's live as well. We'll get onto that a little bit later on. Hope you all had a fantastic Thursday. Hope you've had a fantastic start to the weekend today as well. As you can see, we are going to be covering departures this evening. I debated going to the North Runway and bringing you the arrivals. However, we decided against it. Oran, how are we doing? Creative, welcome buddy. Northwest Aviation Spotters, what time is your departure? I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to meet you while you were here. Let's just get flight radar on the go. Is she going to play ball for us today? Here we go, the next departure, the first real departure of tonight's live. This Boeing 737 operated by Ryanair. She's 11 years old, registered in October of 2011. She's heading over to one of my favourite destinations, good old Alicante. The Emirates is due in around 45 minutes time. It will be coming in as it stands on the North Runway, but we'll pick up some of its final stages of descent. We won't see touchdown, unfortunately. But like I say, I had to make a decision on where to go. My first thought was, it's a bit blustery, go to the North Runway, get arrivals. I sat there for about 15 minutes, watched 5 or 6 arrivals. There's just not that much movement caused by the wind. So I felt we were better off coming to 10R. I know you all love the shots from 10R as well. Valerie Cronin, welcome 2015. You're heading back to Manchester Northwest. Yeah, we should still be live for you. Geraldo, welcome to you joining us from Brazil. Here we go, this Boeing 737 heading over to Alicante. In about 10 minutes time I will tell you the news that we've got. Wow, what a week it has been. Ups and downs throughout the week, but everything is starting to improve. And look, mighty Rosie here at Airports Live TV. What I've got to tell you could have an impact for quite a few of our viewers, especially if you're UK based. And there you go, she's up and away. You will have to bear with me a little bit on today's live because my camera required a software update, which I've done, and all of my settings well, they just seem so different. I've noticed a little bit of almost jerkiness. That's not the correct terminology, I know, but it's a bit jerky on tilt, so I need to work that out. Here we go, next departure. This TUI operated Airbus A320. She's heading over to Tenerife. She's operated by Avian Express Malta. 7 years old, registered in May of 2016. It is that plain white livery though. Going to be interesting tonight. I think we will struggle for views. We've had some not very pleasant weather all week here in Ireland, and we usually find that when we've had unpleasant weather all week and then the Friday comes, the Saturday comes, and we get some half decent weather, everybody just wants to get out and about, which is completely understandable. However, We know people will catch us on replay. And there you go, that A320 up and away, heading over to Tenerife. The next departure is taxiing towards us. We'll get some close-ups as and when we can, when they are facing us at the beginning of runway 10R. And this one heading over to Malaga, which is a 13-year-old aircraft registered in June of 2010, this Boeing 737. Northwest heading back to sunny Manchester. I'm hearing it's an absolute scorcher in the UK today. People telling me it's almost unbearable heat. I don't believe that for a minute, because I don't believe that the UK is hitting 45 degrees plus. That is unbearable. Our mate Dashcam will have been extremely happy with the weather this week here in Ireland, because it has been miserable. And when I say miserable, I mean miserable. It actually felt like summer had been gone, took its passport and headed abroad, and winter had arrived. But all is good now, the sun is shining. There we go, crew on board the 737, getting ready to head over to Malaga. Being featured here on Airports Live TV. Let's have a quick chat about what has happened, what's gonna happen, and all the good stuff, the bad stuff from this week here at Airports Live TV. We had an absolute nightmare with a car this week. We'll talk more about that in more detail over the next couple of weeks, but it has not been a good experience with that vehicle. We have now got a new one, a lovely Opel Mokka actually. Surprised me, it is very nice to drive. Kelly Fowler, welcome. What else has been happening? Some of you may have noticed that the new website is now live and active. A quick side note and caveat regarding the new website: we are waiting for the SSL certificate to transfer over and be applied to the new site, so it does show as a non-secured site. It is perfectly safe. It is just that the SSL certificate is still transferring over. It should be there within the next 24 hours or so, fingers crossed. But you will see a completely new vibe to airportslivetv.com. We have completely changed the focus of the website, and I've got a feeling you guys are gonna love it. Make sure you check it out. All the latest in airline news, all the latest incidents that are happening around the world. You've got cruise news, you've got our travel blog that gives you holiday inspiration. So do check that out, and there is a new page being added to that website a little bit later on today. And this is where it gets exciting. We have an exclusive offer, or we have multiple exclusive offers, but the first of which is with a brand that you will know very, very well, especially if you're based in the UK, or if you enjoyed watching a certain TV series back many moons ago called Airline. We've been contacted by EasyJet UK, and we have an exclusive offer for you guys. It will be available and live on the website a little bit later on today. You have to use our link or our banners that will be on that exclusive offers page, and use the exclusive discount code that will be accompanying that banner. But we are bringing you £100 off all bookings of over £800, and a whopping £200 off all bookings over £2,000. That is one of the many exclusive offers that are coming your way over at airportslivetv.com. We've also teamed up with a company called Smilers, and yes, it doesn't sound like it's something for Airports Live TV. That's why it stayed buried away in my emails for so long. But today I did have a look, and it isn't turkey teeth. I thought it was about turkey teeth, but it's not. It's actually a company that specialise in professional photo shoots at the most amazing Instagram friendly locations around the world, and we're giving you the opportunity to save 10% on all those bookings. So if you are photo mad, you love updating your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitters and your TikToks, they are the guys for you. Again, that will be available on airportslivetv.com. There's going to be a new page added called Exclusive Offers. You will find all of our partners there, but more importantly, you will find access to all of the exclusive discount codes that we are bringing to you guys. What's Kelly say? Hi, and James, have good news. Got new plane Gatwick, and it will paint it up. Congratulations, Kelly. Car Jail, good evening. Another piece of news for you guys. We are heading back to Shannon. Tuesday of next week, we're heading to Shannon. We got called by Shannon Airport themselves, inviting us down to do a special feature production of an exciting new facility that they have at Shannon Airport. A lot more on that next week. We will try and go live from a location on that. We'll also try and bring you a quick live from the runway. Obviously we are limited on aircraft movement, but you never know, there might be a Ryanair training flight coming in and out all day. If there is, fantastic. If not, we will bring you as much content as we can, and we will show you this new exciting new thing that is at Shannon Airport. I don't want to say too much about it, but you will see it all next week. Things are looking up now here at Airports Live TV. Glad to be back on 10 for departures. I know, Carl. It's nice to be here. Like I said, I was debating doing arrivals on the North Runway. I was debating going to the main mound at the end of 2.8 because I actually like the shot of departures when they're on 10R. You stand on the mound for 2.8, you get a nice rotation shot and you get an underbelly shot. I like that, but I know a lot of you love this close-up action here from 10R, so this is what we've done. Tomorrow, now, weather is forecast to be a little bit unpleasant tomorrow, but the forecast is that it's going to be unpleasant in a good way for Airports Live TV. There's a weather warning in place between the hours of 6 AM and 12 lunchtime tomorrow for high winds across the country. Now, when I check the weather later on tonight, it looks like we're going to be getting significantly stronger winds than we've got right now here at Dublin. I'm gonna drag myself out of bed early and I am gonna do an early morning live tomorrow. Yes, I know it's Saturday, but I will drag myself out of bed if it's looking like the high winds are indeed going to arrive here at Dublin. See if we can get anything exciting on their approach into Dublin tomorrow morning. So you have to keep an eye out for us. Either check the community section here on YouTube, check the Facebook page or the Instagram post. If you haven't already done that, guys, do make sure you follow us over on Facebook and Instagram. Both those accounts are managed by Debs and Dashcam Jerry, doing a great job of keeping everybody up to date over on the socials. So fingers crossed for you guys at least that the bad weather does come, the high winds come tomorrow morning. It's bad news for me because it means I don't get my beauty sleep, but we will try our best. If the weather dictates, we will be alive. Final bit of housekeeping, as always, we are brought to you in proud partnership with Booking.com, Travel Supermarket, On the Beach Holidays and LastMinute.com. All of their links are available through the banners over at airportslivetv.com or indeed in the video and channel description here on YouTube. How are we doing, Ellen? Hey, you all? So glad to see you all on. That sounds wonderful. Hope you've had a fantastic day, Ellen. Here we go, this Ryanair Boeing 737, and now on departure and heading over to Amsterdam. "15 years old, registered in October of 2007, so she's 16 this year. There you go, safely up and away. Our next departure is going to be another Ryanair. She's taking the shorter intersection on this runway. Heading over to Barcelona, another Boeing 737, 15 years old again, registered in January of 2008. I'm in desperate need of a drink. Will it affect the volume of traffic? It will affect it a little bit. I don't think it will be a major issue. Like, the thing is with air traffic control strikes now, especially the French ones, they don't have the effect that they crave because they just do them so often. It is every single summer, the French air traffic control strikes. I am hearing rumours that all of the parking at Dublin Airport is full, or will be full very, very soon. I'm sceptical on that. I don't believe that they are full. Call me cynical, but I do think it's quite convenient for DAA that the airports are full, just as they're trying to secure permission to buy the Quick Park site from the competitions authorities. What better way of convincing them than, well, look what happened this summer. Look what happened, there was no parking, we were full. It damaged tourism. I've got a feeling there's a little bit of manipulation going on there. Could be wrong, my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. David Palfreyman, welcome to the chat. You tell them if you are joining us just now, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done it, and make sure you do follow us on all of the socials, Facebook, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. Here we go, we've got this A320 now heading over to Brussels. It's quite a fitting livery for a Brussels flight because Brussels are vile as well, just like this livery. Brussels sprouts, vile. Aer Lingus, old livery, vile. We did have all of the cows directly behind me when I first arrived today. But I told them the chicken joke, and they all listened to the chicken and did one. Next up, a Boeing 737 MAX heading over to Valencia. Brand spanking new. First registered last month, June of 2023. She's gleaming. It is nice to see our mates Ryanair continuously expanding their fleet, continuously bringing new aircraft in. Let's have a quick look in the cockpit, make sure all is present and correct. They are. Enjoy your flight over to Valencia. All the crew on board. RYR1, Mike and Mike, or FR1740. We are about an hour away from a Northwest Spotters departure, heading back to Manchester. Unfortunately for Northwest Spotters, they fell into the trap. I believe they're Man United fans. Somebody once asked me a question. We were talking about Ryanair, and you know, everybody has this thing about the way that Ryanair aircraft land, that they come in fast, they come down hard. Somebody said to me, and I think they're asking a genuine question, is there anything that comes down that hits the floor faster and harder than a Ryanair operated Boeing 737 or 737 MAX? And I had to inform them I knew the answer. I think it disappointed them, but I did have the answer to their question. The answer is very simple. There is one thing that hits the floor faster than a Ryanair Boeing 737 or a 737 MAX. And that thing that hits the floor faster is Bruno Fernandes. When somebody gets within 12 inches of him, he hits that deck faster than a 737 or a 737 MAX. How are we doing, Dashcam? I hope you're well, buddy. I know you're probably getting a little bit upset tonight, Dashcam, because the weather is improving. It's starting to look a little bit like summer again, and you do not like that. I do often wonder how Bruno Fernandes manages to go to a restaurant or go to shopping or actually move around, because the minute anybody breathes on him, he doesn't just fall over. He ends up 15 meters away from wherever the person tapped his elbow or looked at him funny. He literally ends up 15 meters away. Don't get it. How does he go to a nightclub? How does he go to a bar? Anyway. Here we go. What's next? It's another Boeing 737 MAX, this time heading over to Milan. First registered in February of last year. Approaching 18 months old, I guess. There you go, she's up, and away. Wow, these notifications are taking a long time to be sent out tonight. I'm just checking through some of my YouTube accounts, and one of them has received a notification that we are live. The other ones haven't just yet, and it is very noticeable in our viewing numbers. Here we go, we're heading to Birmingham with this Airbus A320. This tripod is way higher than I usually have it. The camera's actually above my head. I thought it would give us a little bit of an advantage over traffic on the road, but there is a disadvantage to it. And that is I can't really see as good as I should be able to. But there we go. She's up and away heading to Birmingham. We've got an ATR 72-600 series on departure next. Ellen, thank you so much for that super sticker. It's greatly appreciated. You're an absolute legendette. Thank you once again. Here we go, this ATR 72-600 series now on departure. We shall use that super sticker towards the fuel for next week when we head to Shannon. There we go, she's up and away. Right, I need to quickly grab a drink. So we'll just stick you there for a sec. Notifications just coming through on all of my accounts now, which is nice to see. People often ask me, why do you have 4 YouTube accounts? But this is one of the reasons, so that I can see just what's happening. Is YouTube sharing it out properly? Isn't it? Do we need to change something? But I always find it interesting, the delays that there are on notifications from one place or from one account to another. It's bizarre. Some people get them, some people don't. Right, had my drink. Let's get ready for the next departure. She looks like she's going to be an Airbus A320 again with that old Aer Lingus livery, this time heading over to Nice. 14 years old, registered in February of 2009. I think I'm going to drop this tripod down a little bit once this departure's gone. Right, we've got Lauda ready for departure now, but I'm just going to quickly drop this tripod, guys. Quick shake here. Right, yeah, that's better. Thank you and your staff for great vlogs. Shannon, great for travel to the US, if it makes sense. Shannon is a great airport in general. It is a shame that they don't have more frequency and more routes. But, and it's quite significant, but the reason why a lot of people love Shannon is because of how simple it is, how easy it is to get through. There's never massive delays, and if there was a huge increase in volume of flights, would it lose that edge? Would it lose that advantage? But it would be nice to see it with maybe, I think it could probably cope with 100% more than it's got now. And still keep its sparkle, still keep its appeal. And then possibly that would give it the chance to expand. Did you see Premier have a new plane in Dublin? I didn't, Carl. What is it? There we go, we can see that the notifications are now starting to go out to people. The views have gone up. Dublin bus, remove yourself. There we go, this Airbus A320 operated by Lauda, heading over to Zadar. "12 years old, registered in January of 2011. Of course, Lauda are a subsidiary of the Ryanair group. And our next departure is already with us. I'm ready to go. Hit that like and subscribe button. You tell them, Dashcam. You don't realise how important it is that you hit that like button during every stream. It helps us massively with the algorithm. It costs you nothing. You've got a little heart symbol on your screen now as well near your chat. A little bit like you've got on TikTok where you can tap it. Now some people are saying it does absolutely nothing. Other people are saying that it massively pushes you out, or helps to massively push out live broadcasts onto the suggested videos page. So let's give it a bash. Tap that screen, take us back to the beginning of the TikTok days. Tap away and let's see if it does have any impact whatsoever. Here we go, we're heading to Prague now with this Boeing 737. She's 5 years old, registered in October of 2017. I believe the little heart symbol that you can tap is actually in beta testing. So I've got a feeling it probably does have quite a big impact, but there hasn't been any announcement of it yet from YouTube. This is what you tend to find with YouTube when they release new features. They tend to come out in a very drip-fed and non-spectacular way. So let's just try it, let's just give it a bash and see. The Emirates, about 15 minutes out, 13-14 minutes away. We will pick that up on its final stages of descent into what is a beautiful Friday evening here at Dublin. We've got this Airbus A320 Neo now on taxi, ready to begin her short hop over to London Heathrow. One of the newer aircraft on the Aer Lingus fleet, first registered in January of last year. Wow, a view shot up. That's what we likes to seize. Old Thomas here. Is it? How would the Irish say that? Would they say it as Thomas? Would they say it as Thomas? Or what is it? What is the A with the fodder? How do you pronounce that? Here we go, though. It's A320neo heading over to London Heathrow. Tomaus. Tomaus or Tomos. How are we doing, Dara? Welcome. Hope you're well. You've got a wave. Did we? I wasn't even watching. They saw us here then. There we go. She's up and away. Heading over to London Heathrow. We need an Adam named plane. We do. We need an airport's live TV plane, don't we? Bloody cloudy here. Yeah, there's some clouds around here. But it's nice. It's a lovely evening. Dashcam, any signs of Debs? Next up, we've got this Airbus A320. She's heading over to Faro, wherever you want to go. 18 years old, registered in July of 2004, so she's approaching 19 years old this month. For those of you that were asking the other day, a lot of you that are regular viewers will know Debs has a son that we refer to as Captain Shane. And he had football trials the other day for a goalkeeper. She said he did very well. They've asked him to go back next week. So congratulations to Captain Shane. Stay focused next week, don't get distracted. The second way, Thomas. There we go, she's up and away. Our next departure's a Boeing 737. She's heading over to Palma de Mallorca. Nice airport is Palma. Let's have a quick cockpit check. Yes, a crew are present and correct. Don't we see anybody? See somebody's shoulders. She's spooling up, she's ready to go. Debs is here just as we finished talking about her. There we go, she's up and away as well, heading over to Palma. All good things, I hope. Well, me and Dashcam would be too scared to say anything bad because you threaten us with violence constantly. Look at these views again though, like, there's something not right. I've got a feeling this account is being shadow banned. I don't know why, but there's something not quite right. I'm going to speak to the account manager tomorrow. Let's see what the issue is, because this isn't right. Either the numbers we're seeing are not correct, or there is an issue somewhere. Hello, we'll be live at 8:40 PM, Dublin to Manchester flight. My boyfriend is on board. There's a chance, Claire. Your boyfriend isn't in Northwest Aviation by any chance, is he? If he is, he told me a different flight time. Yes, Debs, I was just telling everybody how Shane got on. The dashcam, I'm not actually watching the stream, I've got it paused and just watching the comments. Are we buffering really bad or something? Because we've just lost 90 viewers in 20 seconds. No need to be scared of her anymore. Oh. No buffering. I don't know what's happening then. Something isn't right. Yeah, it's clearly the numbers are not correct, because we've now just jumped up 70 like that. Yeah, it's Northwest Aviation spotters. It was showing different off flight radar. Okay, so his flight is at 8:40. Just give me his flight number again, Claire. Must be over. Yes, that's it. The troll's running off when the mutinator arrives. Claire, just give me his flight number. Next up, this Boeing 737 heading over to Stansted. 11 years old, registered in April of 2012. Don't forget, guys, if you are just joining us, our new website is now live. We are waiting for the SSL certificate to transfer over. That should be done within the next 24 hours or so. So at the moment it may come up as this website is unsafe. It isn't unsafe, it is simply because the SSL is waiting to transfer. But do check it out, airportslivetv.com, a completely fresh look. Massive switch of focus for the website as well. We're basing it a lot more around news, so airline news, the latest live incidents as well as they take place around the world of aviation. You've got a travel inspiration blog on there as well, cruise news, and from probably the early hours of tomorrow morning you will have that exclusive offers page added to the website where you will be able to take advantage of initially the two exclusive offers that we are releasing tomorrow, or one of them's definitely releasing tomorrow, which is the EasyJet offer. Spend £800 on a booking, get £100 off. If you're spending over £2,000 or more, you get £200 off. That is exclusive to us. You have to use the banner that will be on the website and enter our exclusive discount code as well. So do be sure to check the website out. Let me know what you think, since I took the pup to get her pup. She can't be violent anymore. No, she can't. And next time, Dashcam, when she's ever threatening violence towards you and she asks for a lift, say, yeah, that's fine. And just put her in a deck chair in the flatbed of the pickup. Drive her around like one of the hillbillies. FR1556. Somebody keep an eye on that flight for me, please. FR1556. This flight here is heading over to Stansted. The Emirates is 4 minutes out. She's the second arrival coming in, I believe. She is the second arrival. we'll get whatever we can in terms of shot of that beautiful Emirates 777 as she makes her descent into Dublin. Look at these views now. This is the way we like to see the views. Hillbilly rock, hillbilly roll. You're going to lose another viewer if you give him ideas. Shane's hoodie, he's going to wear it for football practice. Here we go, we're heading over to Stansted. And that Emirates will be with us in a couple of minutes' time. Unfortunately, it is landing on the north runway this evening. I couldn't miss an opportunity to be on 10R though for departures. I know how much you guys love the close-up shots we can get of head-ons here on runway 10R. I've already forgotten the flight number that Northwest Aviation is on. So somebody needs to keep an eye on that and remind me. I'm hoping we've got enough battery to get through to that. I can just about see the Emirates in the distance. We might just squeeze this next departure in before she arrives though. Heading over to Charles de Gaulle, this Airbus A320. This aircraft does not look a day over 35 years old with this livery. She is 18 years old, but she looks a lot older. Tell you, if these A320s with this 50/50 old livery on were people, they certainly wouldn't need fake ID to get in the pub when they're 8 years old, would they? Because an 8-year-old A320 with this livery looks about 25 years old. But here we go. She's heading over to Charles de Gaulle, and then we're getting ready for that Emirates 777 in the distance as it comes down onto the north runway here at Dublin International. Oh, what a beautiful evening it is here. I lost her. She's there. A few days. It's back on Wednesday. We'll get it over to you. I'll try and think of a day that I can meet up with you. Or you can get Dashcam to bring you down and you can sit in the back like a hillbilly. Daisy taking up. Daisy, Northwest plane isn't due to land in Dublin for another 45 minutes. No way, here we go. We're ignoring that 737 because there is the beautiful Emirates 777. What an absolute beauty of an aircraft. This 777 is one of my favourite aircrafts. I know Michael McCarthy is going to tell me it's not the only 777, it's not the only Emirates that we see here at Dublin, but it's the only one we see today on live. There we go, what an absolute beautiful aircraft. It's always nice to see it from different angles as well. She's going to disappear behind those trees, but you really are getting an idea of just how big that 777 is compared to the 737s and the A320s. We've lost her now and she will be touching down right about now. Right, drink time for me. These numbers are all over the place with views. I'm just going to have to stop looking at them. Is that a hawk suspended from the ground to frighten birds? It is indeed, Declan Kelly. It's on a kite. It's almost a kite that just comes up. You know what I mean. Thanks for the sub. Oh, thank you to Kiza for your sub. Apologies if I've pronounced your name wrong. Just a quick question regarding the new website. Do you guys want me to add the forum back to the website, or are you not that bothered about it? Let me know. Do you want me to put the forum there so that you guys can interact, you guys can keep up with chat with each other when we're not live, you can post your photos, or do you want us to just start maybe using the Facebook page more so that you can interact with each other on posts on there and stuff? You tell us. Thank you, Valerie. How's Cameron? Dashcam is whining and dining you tomorrow. You're going to the Golden Arches? Let's just pick up the next arrival whilst we wait for our departure. It's Transylvania. But Malta Air ready, or almost ready for departure. She's taxiing towards us. Dining, finally getting the birthday cake. Oh, sounds like a good idea, Dashcam. Cameron has a cold today. No way, Cameron. If you are sat watching, everybody here at Airports Live TV, I wish you well. Hopefully that cold disappears very soon, Cameron. Okay, next up we do indeed have this Boeing 737 MAX. She's a 2-year-old aircraft registered in April of 2021. Heading over to Brussels, operated by Malta Air. Does have a Ryanair flight code as always, because she is, or Malta Air are a part of the Ryanair group. She's going to be followed out by an Embraer E195 operated by Helvetic Airways, heading over to Zurich. You're welcome, Cameron. Nice yellow alert for the morning. I know, Dashcam, it's for wind as well. This is what I'm saying. I don't think you were on. I'm going to check the weather late tonight, and if it does look like we're going to get the level of winds that they're forecasting and they're actually going to hit Dublin and hit the airport, I'm going to come over and do an early morning live. The weather warning for the whole country is in place from 6 AM till lunchtime. So my plan is probably be here for about 9 o'clock and see if we can get any interesting action on arrivals into Dublin tomorrow morning. But I'll make that decision late tonight, in the early hours of the morning probably, and see if I think we're going to get the winds. Because we've all heard these weather warnings before and it doesn't actually turn into anything. Here we go, Malta Air on departure heading over to Brussels. Early morning, I know, and on a Saturday. Why can't the wind just come at like 5 in the evening, 6 in the evening? It'd be much easier. Graham Leggett, how are we doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Watching from work. It's more important than work anyway, Graham. I had them up early on a Saturday, I believe, when I say, Debs, it has to be that we're going to get major winds. If it's going to be 35 kilometers an hour, I'm not getting up for it, because we get that every week. It's going to have to be that they're forecasting major winds. We know what happens with weather forecast over here. It doesn't take a great deal for them to issue a weather warning, does it? Here we go, this Helvetic Airways heading over to Zurich. The Embraer E195. I do like the departures of the Embraers. The tails do come quite close to the tarmac, especially E190s. E195s do it as well, but it does give the impression that it's very, very close. It's not as close as it looks, obviously, but let's see. Just seen the tail of the Emirates there as well. Doesn't look quite as close on the E195s, but it still looks close. Landing gear now being stowed. Oh, Debs, can you just WhatsApp me your date of birth as well? Yeah, I'm all good, thank you, Graham. Been a week from hell, but we've got through it. And next up, we've got this Boeing 737. She's heading over to Porto. 12 years old, registered in January of 2011. Here we go. Debs, are you still with us? I need you to WhatsApp me your date of birth, Debs. Yeah, Kelly, the A380 is stunning. Debs, what are you sending eyes for? They need it for the excursion that's booked for Spain. When we do the community getaway over in Benal and Medina. They need everybody's dates of birth. Wow, we're falling off a cliff with these views tonight. What is happening? Wait, I don't know, Debs. Could be ads actually. Why have you got ads popped up now? Ellen's still with us. I don't know what is happening. Here we go, though. We've got this tap and now taxiing towards us. Another Embraer E195, the long range, heading over to Lisbon. Operated by Portugal Airlines, this TAP Express aircraft. 13 years old, registered in January of 2010. Where's dashcam gone? Haven't got a clue. Northwest Plains has just landed. There's dashcam. They might get him out a little bit early then with a bit of luck. I don't know if I've got enough battery, that's the problem. Siobhan, welcome. Hi Val. Love listening to Adam's chat. Thank you, Ellen. She's gonna turn and burn out of Dublin. She's not. She's gonna prove me wrong. She's gonna hold. Are we going to London in August? Any ideas where we can go plane spotting at Heathrow, Myrtle Avenue? Take him to Myrtle Avenue, Valerie. In terms of spotting, there is only one place on everybody's list for Heathrow, and that is Myrtle. You'll see them coming right over your head, mighty, mighty low. It's extremely loud. You do only see each aircraft for a matter of seconds, but you'll see, if you're there at the right times, you'll see A380s, 777s, A350s, the lot coming straight over your head. The plane reminds me of PG Tips. Yes, Siobhan. Should I try to do a sneaky live at Manchester? Go for it. So yeah, take him to Myrtle Avenue, Valerie. He will love it. For me, for me personally, I think it's a poor streaming location. I know people stream from there, but I think it's a poor streaming location. Simply because you've got aircraft for like 4 or 5 seconds and it's just not a natural shot. But I do understand why so many people go there, and it's just a huge like open grass area as well, so you take a picnic with you. Here we go, this Boeing 737, she's heading over to Faro, wherever it wants to go. 11 years old, registered in March of 2012. I nearly said 2012. What's Dashcam saying? Take him up to see Big Jerry. Actually don't, he'll want $4.99, say hello. Don't get me started. You've mentioned it now I have to say something, Dashcam. If you are new here, if you've never watched us before, you will never find any of that ridiculous nonsense where everything is hidden behind a paywall. Storm shows, members only. Overseas trips, members only. Chat, members only. You won't get any of that here. Yes, we thoroughly appreciate people becoming members because it just helps us to keep bringing more and more content, better and better content. However, we value each and every viewer exactly the same, regardless of whether you send super chats, super stickers, or become a member. We value you in this community because that's what we are. We really are a community of people who just love aviation and love coming on and having a chat each and every day. This is my life. This is what I love. And you guys are a big, big part of it. You should never feel that you have to be a paying member of a community or a channel here on YouTube to be able to watch or indeed communicate with people. They've lost track, he certainly has lost track of where he came from and the reason that he grew. You know, it's a big bugbear of mine because Dashcam, like, I know people think I just rant on about it, but people are struggling to pay their bills, people are struggling to feed their children, and you've got people on here that are charging $29.99 a month so that they can go off gallivanting. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Go out, work hard and get brand deals. That will pay for it for you if you can get them to work with you. And there's a reason why most of these most channels in live aviation don't have real brand deals, and it's because brands don't want to work with them for that very reason. Anyway, the hotel across the road is called seen on TV by millions around the world. We have indeed been seen on TV by millions around the world, Sir Spotter. Are you forgetting our Ryanair incident? The Liverpool flight, that footage has been seen by tens of millions of people around the world on TV. Not on websites, on TV. It was sold to major networks globally, that footage. Adam James, TV Wimbledon tennis. And Murray's out. Has Murray gone out? Oh no. If Andy Murray has been knocked out, he will be English again. He's only Scottish when he's winning, and he's only English when he loses. I've never liked him. I always found him to be arrogant. I don't know why, there was just something about him. Just an air of arrogance. Fun fact, the red flag is backwards on the right side of an aircraft. The flag is meant to look. It is indeed, it's the same on the Ryanair. A lot of people questioned them about it because they thought it was, is it the Nigerian flag? They thought they put the wrong flag on it. Beaten in 5 sets. That's cheered me up a bit. I uploaded a video on my landing being attacked by a laser, and I got a whopping 1.3k in a month. Had high hopes for that. Sir Spotter, it's tough to get a video to go big, and there doesn't seem to be any science behind it either. If you look at some of the videos, like the truly viral videos, you look at them and you think, how has this gone viral? It's weird. Ivory Coast, yeah, that was it. Sorry, Ivory Coast. Where did I get Nigeria from? And Northwest Spotters just getting ready to board. Northwest Spotters, we have a problem. I've got 27 minutes left on the camera and I haven't got the charging lead with me. So hopefully you get boarded and get out quickly, but it's looking more and more unlikely that we're going to get your departure, unfortunately. I'm going to try my best for you. Do I hear cows? You do indeed. There was loads of them here, let me show you. When I first arrived, there was loads, and then the chicken said, well, you know what the chicken said, and Neil did one, but they are now in the backfield. Doesn't look to be many there, but when I first arrived in this small field directly behind me, now we can just walk through, but in the small field directly behind me, there must have been 50 or 60 of them. No, come on, I feel a joke. I can't. Why did the chicken cross the road? I can't do my chicken joke. It's not good for YouTube, apparently. YouTube don't like the chicken joke. That looks like the Privilege there in the background. Anyone got any ideas what aircraft it is? Because I haven't had a look. I don't know, I'm going to get you a handrail for that soapbox. I need it. Never mind why it crossed the road. It's what it said to the cow. It looks sunny. It looks funny there, so crap here. Like it. Our mate Michael McCarthy actually commented on one of the videos, I think it was today or yesterday, with a fun fact about June Brown, one of the queens of British TV, or the heyday of British TV. Played Doc Cotton. Obviously, you know, when I have a cigarette, I say I'm having a Doc Cotton. And he made he came with a comment with a fun fact about her. Apparently in her obituary in the Times newspaper, there was something about she had a hobby, in inverted commas, as a child, of suffocating frogs in a tin. That was a fun fact that he told me. So thank you, Michael McCarthy. But June Brown and Barbara Windsor, the two, for me, the two queens of British TV. When TV was TV and it was worth watching, you know, back in the heyday. I really can't see us getting, unfortunately, to Northwest Aviation Spotters flight because this camera's plummeting now. It's down to 24 minutes. Shane said, big up man, 11 days till Manchester. Here we go again. I bet you're excited for Manchester, Captain Shane. Here we go, this Boeing 737 heading over to Asturias in northern Spain. Up and away from a 737 to a 737 MAX. All present and correct in the cockpit. There you go, you can see the giveaway sign of a 737 MAX. The back of the engine cowlings look like they've been eaten by a shark, and obviously those wingtips as well. But you can be deceived by the wingtips because they've started putting winglets on some of it, well, a lot of the standard 737s as well. Privilege is an A330. Privilege were flying the 777 last season, weren't they? In and out of Dublin. Manchester is red. Do we unite at all? Just be careful that you don't get too close to Bruno Fernandes if you see him, because he'll be rolling round for an hour if you do. The Privilege came in when I was walking back to the hotel. No way. What hotel did you stay in, Northwest? Carry on abroad when they went on holiday. to that awful hotel, yes. I was actually only thinking about, you know, TV shows back in the day. Obviously if you go back 25, 30 years, that would have been when European travel became accessible to the general population, should we say, not just the rich and famous. And when you actually look back, they did such a good job of making TV shows that featured holidays abroad. You've just said Carry On Abroad. Only Fools and Horses, where they took Grandad over to Spain. That to me was one of the best episodes. Is there a stream tomorrow, Adam? Val, I'm not sure. Well, there will be a stream, yes, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a morning or an evening. If we get the weather that is being forecast, where it's high winds in the early morning between 6 and 12, I'm aiming for a 9 o'clock live. But it will all depend if we're going to have the high winds. If we're not getting high winds, I'm not getting up that early for it. But we'll try our best. My bad, 13 days now until I'm off to Palermo. Enjoy Palermo. I've never been to Palermo. Shane watches Last of the Summer Wine with my granddad. Last of the Summer Wine, I like Last of the Summer Wine. I used to like Dad's Army as well. Do Sunday afternoon or evening. Sunday is always an afternoon or an evening stream. I never do a Sunday morning stream. Nothing worse than wind. Is Creative still here? He's not very chatty. Or has he gone? I just lie on the sofa. Dad's Army was good, but for me, the one thing that I always go back to, and I've seen every episode multiple times, is Only Fools and Horses. By far one of the best TV shows ever produced. It's like Alvida's aim pet as well. Heartbeat, I used to love Heartbeat. But Heartbeat used to be good at the beginning when Nick Berry was in it. And then it just, I don't know, it just changed. It just wasn't the same. I will try my best for you, Sir Spotter. You have to let me know. Remind me close to the time and we'll try our absolute best. As long as it's not crazy flight time, we will do it. How about Father Ted? I never watched Father Ted. I don't know why. Actually, well, I said that's a lie. I did watch it once or twice, but I could never really get hooked on it. Have your beans for breakfast, Adam? I had my beans and sausage the other day, actually, Debs. 17 minutes of camera left. I don't think we're going to get Northwest Spotters flight. Are you being served? Another one I didn't really get into. Tell you one that I did used to like though. On the Buses. With Olive and the sidecar. That was quite funny. Still love some mothers do have them. Ah yeah, 125, we can do that. Finally, you've booked a sensible flight time. Grandad had mushroom soup today, didn't get a chance to send a pic. Is your granddad okay, Debs? He's probably not too Too good if he's eating mushroom soup. Open all hours, that was a good one as well. I even like the remake of that when David Jason was in it as the shopkeeper. Obviously he was in it in the original, wasn't he? But and porridge was good as well. Blame my parents, but not me. You need to speak to him. Blakey from On the Buses. Yes, Dashcam. I think if you were a bus inspector, you'd be like Blakey. I've got him down as one of those people that, like, nothing would have made him happier than going to work in a morning and it be absolutely freezing cold and lashing down with rain his entire shift, and then finishing work and it's still being lashing down and freezing cold. You know, one of those people that just thrives on bad weather. That's what I think Blakey would be like. We'll just start calling him Jerry. Jerry from On the Buses. He's fine. It can't be that well if he's eating mushroom soup. Because, like, who eats mushroom soup? Yeah, we're definitely not going to be making it to that flight, I don't think. What was it? FR 1556, was it? Dublin to Manchester. Is it the 7th today? I believe it is. Nah, we're not going to make it, unfortunately. She's estimated for departure at 2040. She's 20 minutes late, and that is going to scupper you. But she's not as bad as 3 days ago, when she was due for departure at 8 PM and didn't depart until 20 to 1 in the morning. So I think yourself lucky there. She's not even live on Flight Radar at the moment. I'll push through and try my best to eke it out, but it's not going to be likely, I don't think. Let's have a quick look at the tower. Sorry, I keep on walking into the tripod. I've used your man bag yet. I haven't had a chance to use it, Debs. I haven't been anywhere, you know. Did your chocolate bar survive, or was it melted? It survived. The thing with chocolate is everybody thinks just because chocolate melts you have to get rid of it. It just resets. It's like a candle. I saw something in the news t'other day as well. Completely off topic, completely away from aviation and everything, but it was something in the UK news. Who's heard of Curtis Warren? He's almost... It's weird because he's almost got celebrity status. He was born in Liverpool in Toxteth or Croxteth. I believe, if somebody wants to check it, that's either an A380. I think it's an A380 going over the top of us here. Yeah, he was born in Liverpool, and he almost got like celebrity status. He was a big drugs baron back in the day, and he got onto the Forbes rich list and everything, Sunday Times rich list, 200 million apparently back in the day. But anyway, he spent probably 25 or 30 years in prison, and he was in prison in Amsterdam, or in the Netherlands, and got released and then got arrested in Jersey and got sentenced again for something else in Jersey. Well, then they gave him Proceeds of Crime Act in the UK, which basically means they decide what they think you have earned from your crime, and they say, right, you have to pay X amount back, or you serve X amount of additional years in prison. Well, anyway, this man Curtis Warren, they came up with an amount that he said he didn't have, he hadn't earned, or he didn't have, he wasn't able to access, so he couldn't pay his money back. So they said you have to serve an extra 10 years in prison. He served those 10 years in prison. They then released him because he'd served his 10 years for not paying his proceeds of crime, and put him under a serious crime prevention order, which basically is that loose that if he farts in the wrong direction, it puts him in breach of it. He was arrested the other day for breaching the terms of this agreement, but of this order. However, my question is, they gave him an extra 10 years for not paying back what they deemed he owed. Well, one, he never actually owed the money to the government, surely, because it wasn't taken from the government, it was never theirs to begin with. But that's besides the point. They gave him an additional sentence and he served it. I feel, and the general consensus is, that because they aren't clever enough or haven't got the skills to find this wealth that is supposedly still available to him, he's just going to continue to be in and out of prison. Well, I thought prison was all about rehabilitation, and you serve your time, and that's it. Clearly not. But my question here, okay, is this: if your house gets broken into and somebody steals £1,000 or €1,000 worth of goods, the police, by some miracle, it's the one house breaking they actually turn up to every year, and they arrest the person who's done it, and that person has already sold the goods and the money isn't available. The police don't then pursue that person for the rest of their life to get you your money back, do they? But yet they are pursuing people for money that was never theirs in the first place. I just find it bizarre. Anyway, that was the UPS 747 Philadelphia to Cologne. Thank you, Sir Spotter. And dash cam there. Right, we're down to 7 minutes of battery. Don't know why, what made me think of that. It was just something that came into my head. Do like a bit of true crime. I actually read the book about Curtis Warren. It's called Cocky. It's actually a good read. And it's an interesting read. If you ever get the chance, do read it, because it really gives an insight into the life of Curtis Warren and the life of so many people from that era, where he was put in Borstal at 13 years old, which in England was like a kid's prison back in the day. And when you actually read it, he really didn't have a chance in life other than to go down the path he did. Like, at no point was there ever any effort to rehabilitate and to re-guide him, you know? It was all about just keep him in the system. But anyway, Kelly Fowler heading to Butlins, no way. Where does it say Butlins? Have I missed something? Oh, I'm good on holiday today in Butlins. No way. Very worrying in your head sometimes. I don't. Why? The point, Val. The point I'm making is everything he did was wrong, right? But the punishment was going to prison. It isn't his fault, like, that they can't get that money. I just have a confused thought process about certain things. Like, think about another thing. How ironic is it that we're told by governments in the UK and Ireland that speed camera vans are there? One, they're only putting accident black spots. Nonsense. But secondly, and probably more importantly, that the only reason we have speed camera vans, this is what the governments tell us, the reason for speed camera vans is for speed awareness and to reduce speed and to reduce casualties. Okay, that's what a speed trap is supposed to be. So then why is it an offence to flash your headlights or wave your hands to warn people that there is a speed trap ahead of them? Why is that against the law? Why is that an offence in itself? Surely if it is about reducing casualties, about reducing speed and speed awareness, you encourage people to slow down because of the speed van, surely that's a good thing. But no, it's not apparently, because it stops revenue. Here we go, we've got this rugby liveried A320. Dashcam, I really don't understand it. They're supposed to be there for speed awareness, but if you make people aware that there's a speed camera van there, they want to do you for that. Right guys, I've got a red battery now on the camera. It's going to go off any minute, so this is going to be the last departure. Unfortunately, we're not going to get Northwest Aviation Spotters flight. I do apologise. I've tried everything I possibly can to eke this battery out. Hope you've enjoyed today's live. Keep an eye out in the community section here on YouTube, and I will let you know in the early hours whether there's going to be an early morning live tomorrow or not. Have a fantastic Friday evening. We've been Airports Live TV. I've been Adam James. A big thank you to all of our partners, Booking.com, Travel Supermarket, On the Beach Holidays and LastMinute.com. And do check out our new website over at airportslivetv.com. A big thank you to Ellen for that super chat as well today. You are a legend. We'll see you all tomorrow. Take care guys, big love. Yeah, Dashcam, quickly before I go, they say that you're obstructing them in their duties, but surely their duty in that moment in time is casualty reduction and speed awareness, so you're actually helping them, no? Anyway, that's it from me. I'm done. Big love.